Hello and welcome to a new episode of Am's Way All Day. On today's episode, I'm going to be talking with you about my first attempt at veganism. So people often ask me, what made you decide to go vegan? Well, one day before I went off to, not actually a day before, but I was preparing myself to go out to a military training environment. My niece came over to visit for a few days and I was feeding my daughter some meat and vegetables and rice. And as I was feeding my daughter, my niece said to me, "Auntie Amber, I don't want to eat animals anymore." And I was somewhat stunned by the fact that my 7-year-old niece made such a grown-up decision, and it kind of motivated me to really reconsider some of the food choices that I was making. So essentially, I think maybe like 9 to 10 days later, I had made a few hard-boiled eggs. I took a bite out of one of them and I couldn't finish it. And that was the day I decided to go vegan. It was November 6, 2017. So for about 2 months, it was going really good. I got into my military training environment in January of 2018. And then it came time to go out to the field. And of course, when you're out in the field, you eat MREs, which is essentially just chemicals mashed together to make things that look like food. Well, I had to bring my own food out there because I did not want to eat the MREs, and it became difficult. And then eventually getting back into the schooling environment, it got stressful, and then I turned to cheese as my comfort. So I probably was vegan for maybe about 2 to 3 months. And those 2 to 3 months, I made a lot of changes in my life. I was able to think more clearly, make better choices with regards to how I wanted to live my life. And one of the things that was probably most meaningful about my initial entry into veganism, or at least my first attempt at veganism, was when we were out in the field. And everyone in my training environment knew I was vegan, so the cadre members actually bought me a vegan pizza. It was the sweetest thing because everyone else had their regular cheese and pepperoni and sausage pizza, but they actually made that effort to include me because throughout the time that I was in that training environment, I was very limited to what I could consume. So to kind of sum up my short video, I want to just send a special shout out to my niece, Peyton. Thank you so much for encouraging me to go vegan, and although my first attempt was not as successful as I would have liked for it to be, I'm going to attempt it again next year, and I want you, well, not you necessarily, Peyton, to join me on my journey unless you want to, but for those of you watching, I'd love for you to join me on my journey to veganism in 2019. But for the rest of this month, not the rest of this month, but for the rest of this year, I'm just gonna be vegetarian. Thank you all so much for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe because I'll be posting more videos. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you next time.